Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. We are here in the island of Baru in a bird sanctuary, and this is a lesson to listen. All the birds that are here, you will hear the big screams of the guacamayos and there's so many species. I just so beautiful, and I want to sit with you. And in this lesson, I want to talk about love and organs. How and with what organ do you love from? And for that, we need to remember that our body is capable of holding the polarity of the two energies, the positive energy that is represented usually by the male, the action. Oh, here this one. So beautiful. It's like a cry. Huh? And then you have the other side that is the female aspect, and that is the negative charge. And both of them, these two polarities, give us the opportunity to interact and produce movement. That is not, sometimes we need to really distinguish between what is polarity and what is duality, right? Polarity is the natural, two polarities interact to produce movement, growth, excitement, experiences, expansion. Duality, on the other hand, is just the polarity being stuck in one part, either end. You get magnetized only to respond to the male or to respond to the female, right? So in the body you have partner organs, and these organs more or less are the more strong to produce this interaction. You have your testicles if you're a male, you have your ovaries if you're a female, you have your kidneys, and more important, on top of the kidneys you have the adrenals, and then you have your lungs, then you have your ear in the throat center, and then you have your brain, right? So any of these partners, and all of them, it means to interact and move the energy, male, female, right, left, and produce a certain flow of hormones, a certain flow of perception, just life force, how the prana move around. And in the moment when we are saying, and how do you love, and how these organs love, we have a very specific tendencies that are accordingly to our age. You have a tendency also during the day, how these organs shift and which one are more active. And if we love from the ovaries and the testicles, then your relationships will be interested in reproduction, physical reproduction, emotional reproduction. It will be interested in just engaging very actively in trying to the other to help you to create yourself, or the other wanting energy so you can create the other part. And this is especially true in case of children, if you are a mother, or in case of man that you are babying it and you are just trying to create that man the certain way, or you want it in certain direction. You are working with or loving it from that organs. Not always effective, but of course it gives you certain impulse to reproduce, to create. The other organ is your kidneys, and this is a very interesting one because in here it's about the flow of life. The adrenals, in the adrenals, you have embedded the amount of energy that you have in this life. Is the breath that is going to be used during your life. So it's related to existence, it's related to how you manage energy, and that energy can be in the form of money, it can be in the form of emotions, it can be in the form of limit parts, it can be in the form of any investment and any retributions that you have. So when you love from the kidney area, you're very much interested in the business of relating, the business of love, how much you give me, how much I give. And there's a kind of a business exchange in that, if I can put it that way. Then there's the lungs. And in the lungs, when people love from the lungs, they have the tendency to be over-attached. They have the tendency of being super sentimental, emotional, that you don't let the other breathe their own air, and the other don't let you breathe your own air. So this is something related to boundaries and related also to that sense of how much space you give to yourself and to the other. The attachment is a very strong factor in here. Then you have at the level of your throat about expression, right? So you will have the need or the tendency to resolve problems. Just let's talk about it. Let's spend 5 hours talking about this incident and trying to get some kind of resolution. And I will be watching if the resolution is not being put on place. So that again is something that overextending of the expression, or just soloing your own words. So what is it that you want to express? Meow, meow. They're so beautiful, the rainbow birds. And then you have your brain, right? You have your brain, and in the brain, very logic love, right? So it's very planned, it's very structured, it's very selected, it's very, this is how it should be. Your belief system start to be, and as part of some kind of a structure, family structure, ancestral structure, how the other should behave. Now this, I'm giving examples about a partner, but really is how you also, this organs is telling you of how to solve that duality and move and use your polarities for a much more wider space. And that wider space is in the heart. So if we think that these two, male and females, when they get together in the brain, in the pineal and pituitary gland, the union of Shiva and Shakti, is not only in the brain that you're gonna look your reality or yourself from. You are gonna awake the heart. And in that awakening of the heart, then you are loving in a very different way. Number one, wow, everybody's singing. Number one will be compassion. And that compassion have the quality of gratitude, have the quality of neutrality, it have the quality of steadiness, it have the quality of joy, it have the quality of expansion, it have the quality of enthusiasm, all the attributes of each of the organs are them kind of compacted in there and being able to express it in a more tangible and simple and sustainable way. So how you love, sometimes we think is from our belief system or ancestors, but we also love from our biology. And that determines very much the type of contact that we have, the type of contact we wish, and the type of how we define love and nourishment. Hopefully this is helpful among all these incredible jungle noises, which I'm gonna keep because it's part of the how nature loves and resonates. So let them sing. Thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.